Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the HZ English Pod, the show where your kitchen becomes your classroom and your chores become your teacher. I am Zara.
And I am Hamza. Welcome back, everyone. I am so happy to be here with you today. Zara, tell me, are you ready for this topic?
Hamza, I am more than ready. I have my big, warm cup of coffee, I am sitting in my favorite chair, and I am absolutely ready to help our listeners turn every single dirty dish into a step toward English fluency.
I love that. Turn every dirty dish into a step toward fluency. That is our motto for today. Because here is the truth. You wash dishes every night. Every single night. That is 10, maybe 15 minutes of your life. And right now, those minutes are just gone. Wasted. Silent.
But not anymore. After today, those 15 minutes become your English practice time, your speaking time, your confidence building time. We are going to show you exactly how.
But first, friends, please, if this show is helpful to you, click the like button right now. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It takes 2 seconds, and it tells us to keep making episodes just like this one.
Yes, we are a team. You, me, and Hamza. Now, Hamza, let's set the scene. You've just had a big dinner. The table is full of plates and glasses, the pot is on the stove, and you are very, very full. What are you feeling?
Zara, I am feeling heavy. Like a big, comfortable, happy balloon. The food was amazing. But now I look at the kitchen, the dishes, the cups, the spoons everywhere, and my brain says one word.
What word?
Sofa.
Ha! Sofa. Oh, we know that feeling. That sofa is calling your name like a best friend. Hamza, come here. Sit down. Relax.
Exactly. It is so difficult to resist. But today, we learn why getting up and going to that kitchen is actually the smartest thing you can do for your English and for your morning.
Okay, Hamza. You are standing at the sink. The water is running. Where do we begin?
I look around the kitchen and I start tip number 1.
Tell us.
I become what you call an English labeling machine.
Yes, an English labeling machine. You look at every object and you say its name directly in English. No translating. You see it, you say it.
So I look at the sink, I say sink. The fridge, fridge. The oven, oven. Simple, fast, direct.
But why is this so powerful, Hamza?
Because most learners translate first. They see the fork, they think the word in their language, and then they say fork.
That translation step is a wall. It slows you down. It makes you hesitate every single time.
And when we label directly, we break down that wall.
We build a direct road from the object straight to the English word. No middleman, no delay.
Exactly. Let me show everyone. I see the plate, plate. The bowl, bowl. The fork, fork. The knife, knife. The spoon, spoon.
Beautiful. Now go bigger.
The glass, glass. The cup, cup. The counter, counter. The shelf, shelf. The tap, tap.
Keep going.
The soap, soap. The sponge, sponge. The towel, towel.
And the food on the table.
The rice, rice. The bread, bread. The oil, oil. The salt, salt. The pepper, pepper.
This is the English labeling machine. Simple, but done every night, it becomes a powerful habit. Your brain starts thinking in English automatically.
Not just in the kitchen. Everywhere I go.
At a restaurant, at a friend's house, at the market. Your brain says the English word first, always.
Because the kitchen trained it. Exactly. The kitchen is your training ground. And now, let's go to the next level.
I am ready.
Tip number 2.
And this one is where the real magic happens.
Tell me, Zara.
You narrate your life out loud with your voice while you wash the dishes.
Narrate means I describe what I am doing as I do it?
Exactly. You are the narrator of your own movie. Your kitchen is the film set. You are the star.
So as I pick up a plate, I say, I pick up the plate?
Yes. As you turn on the water, I turn on the water.
Let me try the full sequence. I turn on the tap. The water is hot.
Good. Keep going.
I put the plate under the water. I add soap to the sponge.
Yes.
I scrub the plate. I rinse the plate. I put the plate on the rack to dry.
Perfect. Did you hear that, everyone? Every action, one clear English sentence. This is output, English coming out of your mouth.
Most people only do input. They listen, they watch, they read, but they never speak.
And speaking is a skill, like riding a bicycle.
You cannot learn to ride by watching someone else ride.
You must get on the bicycle yourself and pedal. The dishes are your bicycle.
I love that. But Zara, it feels strange at first. Talking to yourself in the kitchen? My family will think I am crazy.
Tell your family, I am not crazy. I am an English student. This is my classroom.
And after 1 week?
They will ask you to teach them.
Let me try more. I wash the glass. The glass is clean. I dry the glass with the towel. I put the glass in the cupboard.
That is beautiful. Your brain is connecting the action to the language. Every single night.
And after 2 weeks, it will come naturally. No thinking required.
That is fluency. That is the goal. But now there is a big problem.
Tell me the problem.
You get tired. Very, very tired. And the voice inside your head says, stop.
Oh yes, I know this problem. I start strong, I label, I narrate, and then my brain says, Hamza, stop. Go to the sofa. Do this tomorrow.
And what happens when you listen?
I sit down. I wake up in the morning. The kitchen is still dirty.
A sad morning.
Very sad. Dirty plates and no English practice. 2 problems.
And tomorrow? Hamza, tomorrow is a dangerous word.
Because tomorrow becomes another tomorrow.
And another. And suddenly you have not practiced for a week.
So what do we do?
We use our most important rule. Everyone say it with us right now. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. I love this.
Why do you love it?
Because tired is a feeling. Done is a fact. The kitchen is clean or it is not clean. That is the fact.
Your feelings say stop. Your goal says keep going. Which one wins?
My goal wins. Always.
Think about why you are learning English. Travel, a better job, confidence. That why is your energy when you are tired.
So at the sink, when I feel lazy, I think of my goal. And suddenly, I can wash 1 more plate.
1 more plate. 1 more sentence. 1 more minute. That is all you need.
And then the kitchen is clean. The sink is empty. The table is clear.
And how do you feel?
Tired, but proud. That is a completely different feeling.
That is the feeling of someone who is growing every single day.
Not just in English, in discipline, in character.
Small things done every night build a big life. And now, the best part of the whole episode.
The prize.
The prize! When the kitchen is clean and your English output is finished, the sofa is yours. You earned it.
The sofa is not lazy now. The sofa is a reward. There is a big difference. When you give up, you sit and feel guilty.
Your brain says you should be cleaning, you should be practicing.
You cannot fully relax. But when you finish,
You sit and you feel amazing.
you say, I cleaned my kitchen. I practiced my English. I spoke real sentences today.
I am better than I was yesterday. And then I relax.
So make the sofa your reward. Make the movie your reward. Make the music your reward. Put it at the end of the dishes.
Like a dessert. The dishes are the dinner, the rest is the dessert.
Ha! I love that. Write that down, everyone. That is your new philosophy of English learning.
The dishes are the dinner. The rest is the dessert.
Now, let's bring everything together.
4 tips. Tip 1. Be an English labeling machine. Name every object directly in English. Sink, plate, fork. No translating.
Tip 2. Narrate your life. Speak out loud as you work. I wash the plate. I rinse the glass. I dry the spoon. Every night.
Tip 3. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Your goal wins. Finish the kitchen, no exceptions.
Tip 4. Claim your prize. The work is done. The sofa is earned. Sit down with pride.
You do not need a classroom. You do not need expensive books.
You just need your kitchen, your dishes, and your voice.
15 minutes. Every night.
1 month, you feel a difference. 3 months, your family hears a difference. 6 months, you surprise yourself.
Now, homework time. Go to the comments and answer this. What is one thing in your kitchen right now? Write the English word below. A cup? A spoon? A toaster? A kettle? A blender? Write it. We read every single comment.
Every single one. We are waiting for your word.
Keep practicing. Stay brave. We will see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye, everyone.